This is a 2 CFM battery powered vacuum pump by Hillmor. So we're gonna take a look at this really quick, and I actually got to test it out. So later on in this video, we're actually gonna do a vacuum on a coil swap and repair. And this little guy, I think, is gonna pack a good punch. So as you can see, it is super compact and it is what it is. It's a 2 CFM, but I think for most cases, in my opinion, because I do light commercial, I've used 2 CFM pumps before and you can actually pull down a pretty good vacuum. So on this one, you get the vacuum pump oil right there. You're gonna also get a charging station with it that powers what I think is the most important part, a 9 amp hour battery. So I need to charge this one up, but as you can see, this is a pretty beefy battery for a 2 CFM pump. I think you're going to be able to pull down many jobs with this setup right here. And as long as you have the right hoses, you'll be fine. It has a 1/4 inch and a 3/8 fitting right there. But if you guys want to run a dual hose setup on this, very easy. If you have the right hoses and the right fittings, you can be the most efficient and get the most out of that little guy right there. So while I think on this particular vacuum pump, using the one that it comes with, which is going to be almost twice the size of what you get on other brands, like I said, a 9 amp hour battery versus usually you get like a 5. So that's a lot of power out of the box. But if you guys are more interested in running your DeWalt or your Milwaukee batteries within reason, they also have this Hillmor branded adapter. So this one's going to let you use Milwaukee and DeWalt batteries. So this adapter here, you're going to be able to take your Milwaukee battery, snap that in, and from factory, their branded adapter, everything that they've thought of, you get to use whatever battery platform that you guys are on. So if you guys are on DeWalt, Milwaukee, or you want to use the one that's included, you can do that as well. It is basically a Makita platform on this one. So again, you can use anything you want on here basically. I thought that was really cool. That way you can quickly change it out for whatever battery you have already charged in your van if you happen to run out of battery. But I would highly suggest to keep this one charged, because this one's going to last you a lot longer. What you cannot do, or I wouldn't advise, is using any Forge or higher amp hour batteries from other brands, because it is not going to sit right. It's going to be at a tilt, just because of the adapter is the other way and your battery is going to hit the floor there. So again, I think the battery that it comes with is plenty enough. Just remember to charge it every now and then, or have it set up in your van, all that. Like I said, we're going to run a call with it. I'm also going to try the DrainKat from Diversitech, and I'm not going to use it to clear drains out. So I'll show you the setup for that. I'm going to put it together right now. I'm going to go out to change out a coil, do that repair, and then use the DrainKat and the Hillmor vacuum pump. All right, so this is the DrainKat by Diversitech, and this is what it looks like. It comes in this little hard plastic caddy. You get a hose, you get all these accessories that come with it, different fittings and things like that. So you can basically, what this is you can refill. This little tank here can take either CO2 or nitrogen, and like I said, it is refillable. You just need the different fittings right there. This is also by Diversitech. It is a nitrogen purge tool. I don't know if you see where I'm getting at. So we have our tank here. I'm going to remove the regulator dial gauges here, and we're going to take our, this is the adapter to hook up to the nitrogen, and then this is the adapter to hook up here. So we're going to take the red adapter, build this out, and I'm going to take off the regulator that I have here is a nice one because it's just hand tight. And now, according to what I'm remembering, you just screw this one in. I'm going to open this valve here, let it fill it up. Close my nitrogen, close the valve on the tank. So as you heard, that wasn't much. So I don't think I'll be using this for pressure testing. But if we're doing, you know, some repairs, some small repairs, especially on refrigeration equipment, I think this will be worth it. I'm going to hook up the purge regulator here. Then we'll hook up a hose. I need to get a shorter one. I'm not sure where my other nitrogen hose is. This is like an extremely long one. And well, I have a stubby that has a ball valve, but technically we don't need that. So you would hook this up to this system. Right now it's off. So it is pressurized. And like I said, it's off. Purge, braze. So we are at 240 PSI. That's what the gauge is reading. All right, let me just turn off noise cancellation. You can hear that we got a pretty good flow. This should actually last you, and this actually, for me at least, because I usually pressure test at 200 PSI, I might be able to just braze and pressure test with this tank right here. And that's a refillable, super portable, compact, you know, nitrogen tank for me. I'll probably won't ever put CO2 in it. But the DrainKat is from Diversitech. You can usually get it decently priced at TruTech Tools. It's just back ordered a lot. Took me a while to get it. And then Diversitech also makes this regulator right here if you guys want to just kind of hook it up with your own hose, and that is your setup. I don't have to lug around this big one. I know some of you guys have even larger nitrogen tanks, so I think this will be beneficial when you got to do those quick jobs. And I don't know, man, the older I get, it's just harder and harder to drag this tank around. The big torches I've already converted to smaller torches and stuff like that. So you're gonna see all of that compactness in this job that we have here today. And it is on a residential system, just to make myself clear. We're changing out it's like a 4-ton evap coil. So we got a purge, pressure test, vacuum with the Hillmor vacuum pump. That's also super affordable on TruTech Tools right now. And also with the Ambro control torches, just to make everything that much easier. All right, so we're about to go install the coil. I already loaded up that big ass box over there. We're gonna start loading up all the tools that we need. So I'm gonna get some stuff out of the van, you know, torches, nitrogen, and my tools. Don't think I need too much else besides the vacuum setup, obviously. And we'll get over there and get to work. It's at a family member's, so I'm just gonna take the truck, take what I need. I don't need to take the whole van on this trip. How about a little fit check, right? Brunt sent out this polo collared shirt, which funny enough, my dad has been begging for like a polo in our lineup, our uniform lineup, because we have the short sleeve. And funny enough, last time Brunt sent me the hooded long sleeve and I copied that. And now we have a hooded long sleeve in our uniform. And now they sent this over and I actually kind of like it. It's a mesh polo shirt, so super thin, breathable. It has some it's doubled up like on the shoulders, I guess high wear areas. And it has this cool little loop. It's not even sunny today, but this little loop here, just so I can show you So you can put your sunglasses away without, you know, putting it in the collar and stuff like that. So we got the Brunt shirt. I might end up buying some more and just getting our logo stitched on it. And for those that ask, these are the Toroe Eyewear sunglasses. A lot of people ask me about them. I can link that down below. I don't have a discount code or anything like that, but they always have sales going on. I have like 3 different colors at least right now, and I want to buy more. They're just great sunglasses. I got my jobber hat today, free trial and discount, link down below. Like I said, Brunt. These are Huxley work pants. I love them for the, I'm using my phone to record, but I can hold my phone on the side instead of up here where it's digging into me. I'm crouched down or on the floor. I can't get to the phone. Way easier to get it off the side. Plenty of pockets for, you know, screwdrivers and markers and all that kind of stuff, pens. So really love them. Also have a discount for that. Have a discount for Brunt. If you guys are looking for new boots, I do use Brunt boots, and I'm due for a new pair. They started making sneakers, so I'm very interested because I'm a sneaker person, not a high boot, big boot kind of person. So I have their ring. Those have lasted me, I think, over a year now, maybe a year. And only recently did I start kind of scuffing them up where it's slightly tearing, but it's because I hit something sharp. So Brunt, I have a discount code for Brunt too. Discount code for Huxley. This is just for people that ask, right? Shout out to Brunt. I think they have really good high quality workwear. Huxley has been my favorite pants so far, but the only reason I'm telling you guys is because I get these questions. None of what I'm wearing today pays me whatsoever before somebody makes that comment. All right, I think I'm good. I got refrigerant. This is our nitrogen. I want to take the big one just in case I need to refill it more than once. Got the regulator and an extra battery just in case, you know, things go wrong. Vacuum setup, I'm taking 3/8. I know it comes with a piece I think that we need, but just in case, I shouldn't need any other pipe sizing for the coil change. And then we got our Ambro controls and Hillmor pump in there with some bubbles. I think we're set, so ready to go and change out that coil. Of course, we got the SPMC. I lost like 2 flip bits last week. I don't know how. So this, I need to see if I can rebuild it. It started leaking up here somewhere. And now this, I did a pump down. The stupid valve's leaking. A little different. This one, our piston and everything goes here. The other one connected on top. So just gotta make that adjustment. All right, so we need to turn this off. So we got like, what, 50 PSI. We started at 250. I did 2 joints. I turned it off in between. So basically running 2 separate joints. And now I would have to refill it if I'm gonna do a pressure test with it. All right, so filled it up and then pressure tested. You get about like 120 PSI that you can push through. So you would need like 2 of those if you do anything over 200 pressure test. 100, 150 is okay for most of the stuff that I work on. I don't do residential, this is just a test. All right, hopefully it doesn't have an issue. We don't get caught in the rain. Full bars, and we're gonna let it rip. I got a Y for the 2 3/8 hoses on it. Trying to break Jake's record here. 5 minutes in, we're around 500. It's slowed down a little bit, and I'm gonna let it run like 5 more minutes before we even test, you know, valving off and stuff. All right, so new test. This JB valve tool is also kind of annoying because you can never get it on tight enough. It feels tight and then it just gets real loose. So you got to make sure you spin that on really well with the JB. So not a fan of it for the vacuum. We got the Appian on this side. All right, so I ran it like 15 minutes this time. We'll see what it does there. I feel like I hear something. We'll see if it stays there. All right, so I'm just gonna kind of close this video out. My takeaways from today's repair. There's other issues. I feel like not only when you do for friends and family do you have stupid things that go wrong, right? I feel like that always happens, which happened here, but also just other things that go wrong. It's a Goodman. It's less than 4 years old. Multiple leaks. So we had the leak in the evaporator, which we confirmed, and then the valves. I didn't think the valves were going to be leaking, so the outside service valves are leaking. So when I did the pump down, I had to put that cap on super tight. There is a gasket on those caps, the ones that go on top, for the valve. And then we did our vacuum. I did 2 vacuums and they both pulled to like 500 microns in 15 minutes. I was wondering why we couldn't pull down anymore. First one was my fault. I had to kind of redo the brazing and then realign it. I didn't align it right. At least 30 minutes, maybe a little bit over that. 1 bar knocked off. I had to pull 2 vacuums, 1 bar of that battery that it comes with, that big battery that it comes with. It's gonna last you, like I said, could last you like 8 to 10 jobs depending on how long you're using it. If it's running longer, it's gonna be less, but if you're running the vacuum and you can hit that in 15 minutes, that battery's gonna last forever. So again, the takeaways: it pulled to 500 microns within what, like 5 to 10 minutes. So it can pull down that was like about 15 feet of line set. Let's say around there. If it's a short line set, you're golden within minutes. If it's a little bit of a longer run, obviously a little bit more time. But I think the 2 CFM, at least, running the 3/8 hoses is fine. Another thing is that it is a little tippy, so just keep that in mind. That 3/8 port sticks out the side, so if you put a hose on it, you're weighing that side down, and it is an extremely light vacuum pump, and it will tip over. So lean it on something, or just keep that in mind. It might tip over, but it pulls the vacuum pretty quick. So the other issue I had was, maybe you caught it before I did, that service valve that was leaking is messing with my vacuum. So on my second vacuum, I realized that cap and that leak that we had, I mean, obviously I figured it might play a part, but I was hoping keeping the cap on would get me by. But it wouldn't let me pull down past 500, and it would hold like 650-ish, and it was gonna continue rising. So I had to break the vacuum on the liquid side to like get it going, and then quickly take off the suction line cap, make sure I open that one all the way up, and then seal it with some nylog, and hoping that gasket seals it enough. But I don't think it's leaking when it's open. I think it only leaks when it's pumped down, which is why it messed with my vacuum. So not the best test to kind of do the whole vacuum process to show you guys, but the initial pull down from what I saw was within 5 minutes we got pretty damn near, I think 550 microns, something like that, consistently on both. It's just that I'm not going to be able to pull it down on this system right now. I don't even know if it's a newer system. I mean, to do the valves is a whole other process right there. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you got something out of it. That was just kind of the first look overview of the Hillmor 2 CFM battery pump. If you guys are in the market for one, it is, from what I can tell, at least on True Tech Tools, the most affordable battery powered vacuum pump. If you compare it to other 2 CFMs, it is $60 cheaper, and you get that bonus of almost twice the battery size capacity. So bang for your buck, you get more for it, and it's just cheaper overall. I think it's a good product. We're going to continue using it. I will give maybe like an updated usage review on it once we've done some systems. This is going to be really great for refrigeration, but anytime that I got to take it up to a rooftop, that's where I really appreciate these smaller 2 CFM pumps versus, you know, the gigantic ones that are more powerful, but you don't always need all that power if you have the right hoses. That's my whole point. So I appreciate you guys watching the video all the way through. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and if you did, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. I appreciate you all. I'll see you guys. So yeah, I kept screwing up. I don't do residential. I wasn't putting the coil in correctly. It lined up weird, and the panels look warped. Like the system wants to topple a little bit. The main frame of it, like, I don't like. And this was in the closet, thank the Lord. Because I would have had, I don't know, maybe it would have been easier in an attic, but it would have been hot as hell. And now we got this severe thunderstorm warning. It is raining. I worked a little bit through lunch. It's family, they gave me lunch, so I took it with me to go. But I want to get back to unload what I have in the truck bed because it's getting all wet now. It's raining. Trying to drop it off at least, and then go do other things that I need to do. But that's why I don't do residential. I feel like I would just screw up a lot. But yeah, this was I don't replace these kinds of coils, so I'm not even used to this. It's not something I'm accustomed to, and I screwed up a few times. I had to redo some of the brazing just to make sure it aligned correctly and get the panels on correctly. The new evaporator didn't fit the same, or it wasn't the same layout. I thought that was kind of weird. And I swear I kept shoving it to the back, like it's hitting the back, and it still is like a hair too much sticking out in the front. Like you can force it in, but it's not perfect. And what is up with the pipe size that they give you? Because even they gave me the piece from the piston to the to bring it out to solder, and it already has that bell on it, right? It has that swage on it that it's already expanded. Freaking, it's a 3/8 line. It wouldn't fit in there, and I don't have my tube expander. I had to like force it in there, and then it went in just a little bit, and that's when I brazed it. So it's not the best braze joint either. And the same thing on the suction side. It didn't want to go in correctly. I had to kind of force it in and tap it in, and even that took a while to get it in there. So I feel like the sizing overall on this coil was not, you know, the way it should have been, which just means, you know, doing it friends or family, it always ends up taking twice as long. Something always goes wrong.